Facebook family. It is Tiffany. You guys already know who I am. Anyways, I'm going to try to be brief, y'all, but I have so much word up in me, girls and men, that I have to get it out. But nevertheless, I'm just going to start brief. So basically, my message today is for those people who are at the point in their life when they're like, you know what, God, I know that man is out there for me, or I know that woman is out there for me, and you're at the point where you're just like weary, and you just be like, you know what, everybody else got a man, or everybody else got a woman, you know, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get me somebody. Maybe it's time for me to start looking. Honey, let me talk to you, okay? Wait on God, okay? It's okay to have standards in your mind as far as who you want to be in your life and who you expect to be your husband or your wife. But when you go ahead of God and you start to settle for a decoy, or you settle for somebody who's not meant to be with you, or somebody who's not even equally yoked with you, honey, you're setting yourself up for destruction. And you know what's going to happen when you get yourself in that relationship? You're going to end up being broken, number one, and then when God does send the one, you're not going to be able to receive them because you have so much brokenness in you that you can't even receive it with love. So number one, my point of sending this message is to encourage that person who is almost to the point where they feel like giving up, and they like, you know what, maybe that person don't exist. Maybe my standards are too high. No, it's not. No, your standards are not high, honey. It's not high. I'm the type of person who I have settled for less, okay? I've been there, all right? I'm going to do some things right now where I have settled for less, all right? So what I'm saying right now to you is I'm saying God said that if you ask anything in his name, he'll give it to you. He said not only that, he said that basically in a nutshell, if a sinful person will give their children good gifts, how much more would the Father give you good gift? You don't think a man is a good gift, honey? Huh? So you don't think that a woman is a good gift for you, man? Okay? That's a gift. That's a gift from God. So he wants you to have the best. He does not want you to be in a destructive relationship, okay? So that's a trick of the enemy to make you think that you got to settle for less. You don't settle for less. You wait on God because he'll send you the one that's right for you. You don't settle. So while you wait, you pray and you ask God to prepare you. So right now, if you're thinking about a man right now, and right now if you're like, Lord, is he the one? And every time you go to church, you looking like, God, is he the one? You ain't ready. You ain't ready, because if you was ready, you would be seeking God, and you be asking God, God, make me, prepare me. Because if you're not ready for him, you're going to run the man away. I ain't trying to holler, y'all, but when I get passionate about stuff, my voice tends to get a little bit loud, so forgive me. So nevertheless, with that being said, I just want to encourage you to wait on God, all right? I know that it gets weary. I know that it gets frustrating, especially y'all know Valentine's Day is coming up, especially looking at everybody else in these relationships, and you like, oh, God, I want that. Everything is not the way that it looks, y'all. It's not the way that it looks. And just know that during this season, you are not alone. Even though you may feel lonely, you're not alone. Honey, encamp yourself and get busy in God. Get busy in God. Get busy in your purpose. Number one, you need to find out who you are in him. That takes time, okay? That takes time to do that. Find out what your spiritual gift is, okay? It takes time to do that. Pray. Go on a fast and ask God to make you. Get your body in shape. Honey, I need to get my body in shape. I'm preaching to myself. So, in this season, y'all, I don't want y'all to be discouraged and think that you have to settle for less than what God has for you. Okay? Don't settle for less than what God has for you. Don't think that person that you have in your mind does not exist. Okay? Yes, it's true that a perfect person does not exist. That's true. But you should ask God to get a person who desires to be perfected in him. Okay? Ask God for a person who has a heart for him. If you don't have a heart for him, then you need to first get yourself together, honey. You're not ready to be in a relationship where it's going to be destruction equals destruction, okay? What they equal? Destruction, okay? So you need to get in God's presence. Ask God to show you the real you. Because number one, if you don't have a heart for God and you haven't even, gotten your life in the will and in the way that you need to have it, then number one, you haven't become your true self yet. Because the only way you can become your true self is in God. Because where is your identity? It's in Him. You're not going to find it in school. You're not going to find your identity in all this other kind of stuff. There's people who go to school for 4 years and then work at Walmart. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with Walmart. Trust me, honey. I work at Walmart. I never worked at Walmart. I don't know why I said that. I shop at Walmart. One of my favorite stores, actually. But what I'm saying is, your degree does not determine your greatness. Your degree does not determine that doesn't necessarily mean that you are walking in the calling of God. Just because you got a master's degree in this, it doesn't mean that. And I encourage it. You know what I mean? I encourage it. Because there's some people who are entrepreneurs and business owners, and not only that, who are successful, who has not had a degree. So number one, just because I say find your purpose in Him, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go online and go to school. No, that don't necessarily mean that. But in some cases, it may mean that, though. That may mean that you need to perfect yourself in your gift. That may mean that you have a desire to this, but you don't have enough knowledge to teach someone else about it. But what I'm saying is this. Find out who you are, okay? And when you find yourself, then you'll be ready for someone else. And that's for that person who may not know who they are yet, Your identity is in Christ. So the only way you can find it is through Him, And that person who may not be saved, that just begin to read the Bible. Begin to find out. You don't know who Christ is? Begin to find out who He is. What was He about? What did He do? I'm the type of person, I got to find out for myself. I can't take nobody's word for stuff. I got to find out for myself. So me personally, I found out for myself who He was, and He's shown me who He is in my life. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this, and encouraging people in this relationship realm, and encouraging women and men. My target is really women, but just encourage you to wait on God, to wait on the one. And there's a lot more videos that's coming, so if y'all look for me, you'll be seeing me. Especially around February time. Lord Jesus, people be getting all up in their emotions during that time. Especially if you're single. Wait on God, y'all. Trust me. Just know this. He is worth the wait. And you are worth the wait. Alright? So I want you to be encouraged. Don't you settle for no decoy, honey. Anybody got time for that? Look at my face. Anybody got time for that? Don't you settle for no decoy. And don't you settle for no distraction. Okay? You focus on what you're doing, and you get yourself together, and God will send them when you're ready. When He ready. And when mentally you're ready. But if you ain't got your stuff together, stop worrying about no man. Let me get the scope, y'all. Let me get this here thing before I start whole nother segment. But I love y'all. The reason I can preach on this stuff, y'all, because I've been through it. Okay? So I love you. And y'all, if y'all don't know nothing much about me, look at my other video that I have on Facebook. It tell you just a brief summary of my life story. Okay? Alright. Well, I love you. And I pray that God blesses you all. And I pray that God would send you someone in season. And that you will be your best you. Okay? That you'll be who God called you to be. And nothing less than that. Be blessed, you guys.